Jump straight in. We've got Flash, no time to waste. We'll get in with a flash. Boom. How are we, man?
Yeah, I'm good, my brother. I'm good. Thank you for having me, my brother.
Brilliant. Been absolutely been manifesting this situation for quite a while now. You know what I mean? Been following your journey for quite a while.
Thank you.
Absolutely buzzing. You know what I mean? I'm so glad that you're here, mate.
Cheers,
So glad that you're here. Thanks to class.
Yeah, big ups, man.
We've got big fight to discuss.
Big one.
So do you want to tell the audience who it is you are fighting this weekend?
So I'm fighting Tommy Hench. Most of you probably know him. He's one of the biggest unlicensed fighters there is, you know what I mean? He talks a lot, does a lot, but when I weren't fighting, when I was just watching what it was, he was the man, you know what I mean? He was the main man.
He has three against...
Big
name,
innit?
Yeah. He just had his triple against... oh my God, Luke Dyson,
yeah. So they've had two fights. Shout out Luke Dyson.
Yeah.
Do that. Big up. He's the man. He's helped me out a lot. You know, been my corner man last minute in loads of situations. I met him last year, and trust me, he's big in it. He's fucking helps me out big in the inspirates me a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I met him about 6 fights into my journey, and when I seen him, he was losing. He wins a lot of fights, but when he loses, he don't care about the loss. You know what I mean? And he just turns up the next day.
He can swing as well, can't he, bro?
He can bang with anyone,
and he will. And that's the thing. You see it, and he's like, you know, we'll know we're going to fights, and it's like, yeah, we'll have one, and then we'll have another one. If you want another one, we'll have another one. But he does like 3 or 4 a week, and he's going up and down everywhere. And
well, Tommy's running from the third fight. Luke's trying to have the number 3. Tommy's running from it. He's scared of the smoke. You know what I mean?
That's why I fought the third, because they were promoting the third for a bit, weren't they?
That's it.
But no, that's a big shout. That
it's a big one.
Are you going to be calling Luke out after that?
No, I'd never fight Luke. You know, I fight anyone on this planet, but Luke's one of them.
Luke's
too much respect to him, man. You know what I mean? And he would put me everywhere.
He's got a good thing that he says as well that I saw on his socials the other day, which was opinions are like ales. Everyone's got one, and most of them stink.
Sick. Got a lot of wise words coming from Dyson, man. Trust me, big up Dyson. Every time, man.
He's quite an inspiration on the scene. He just stepped in at first when I seen him. I thought, I'm going to be honest, who is this guy? Like, he can't be taught. That's not real. 400. And then the content backs it up. And now I'm thinking, my man is it's a bit dangerous for him. I'm a bit worried for him.
Oh, it is massively dangerous.
I actually see that. No. Wow.
You don't play boxing.
Please, mate. Please, actually.
You don't play boxing. So what he's doing, he's risking. Boxing is like one of the only things that you can by law get killed and not get they don't go down for murder. You can kill someone in the ring and you won't get done for murder.
You go in there with all force to kill someone and you don't get done. You know what I mean? I watched. I think it was the one that you were doing with Luke. Did you do a performance on your way into the ring or after the ring after your fight? Before the fight, and then I've done a performance on Luke's show, big up Dyson Promotions. I've done a performance on that, and then I walked out, and then I had the fight, and then just thought he was the main man of the show. You know what I mean? It was his show that got put on, and then I had the fight. I won by second round doctor stoppage. I bust the guy's face up. Big up Josh McDonough. But Luke's put his own show on. He's doing a lot of things. You know what I mean?
He's coming to town, isn't he? He's coming to Bolton.
He's coming to Bolton. I told him to give you a message, and I said, he'll be here. He will be here.
Yes, Luke, you are more than welcome to come in. It comes hand in hand, really. You know, we met on the way over. We met Reese, and Reese was one of the first people at Snowflake that we met. He was literally talking, and it was discussing, and Reese just gives the glance over because he just heard the fighting talk, and he gives the glance over like that. I just went, oh yes, Reese. I went, this is Flash, mate. He's like, never. I went, he's fighting Tommy Hench on weekend. He went, Tommy Hench. It changed instantly, didn't he,
We got going at the King of the Ring as well, because you've done a few King of the Rings, haven't you?
A few King of the Rings. Big up Rem Diz.
Big up Rem is right.
Big up OT Millie. They're my guys, man.
I've done 2 there, and they are sound as out. The only problem the only backlash or the thing that I could say about it is on both times that I went, my opponent dropped out both times, and it was a bit like but you can fight this person and fight, and it's like,
you get a lot of that in the unlicensed game. Though. I've done 20 different fights now, 27 different fights. I've been on 27 different shows, and they're all different. They're all they've all got fighters who don't turn up.
Well, in fairness, the last fight I was supposed to do the one in end of July. I was supposed to do that, but I was struggling with sciatica.
I messed up. Go on.
I was struggling with sciatica, so I got in touch with my guy, and I was like, look, it's not. I'm going to have to not sort of do it. So I can't badmouth people too much about not showing because I weren't there that time.
The pussies, they're still pussies.
I was looking for you that day. The day that we fought. I was looking for you. I kept going up to the bar like, "Is Flash arrived yet? Is Flash arrived yet?" I was fighting
on another show. I think I was on that day.
You actually were. I seen that later on. I was like, "Is Flash coming? Is Flash?" I was so buzzing, but here we are now anyway, man.
It was exciting when he signed the papers as well.
You would have been in my corner. I would have had you in my corner fighting Cowers.
I would have walked.
He had a corner man already. He had a team.
These two boys on you. You ended up fighting on the day. That's a real friend right there, man. That's a real friend.
But the thing is, right, my guy hadn't shown, and I thought I was like, I'd cut off from doing anything that I maybe shouldn't be doing, like, and I thought, no, you know what, he's not shown up. That's it. I'm gonna go and detox a little bit. And then Dougie here was like, I'm your way. I'll fight. I'm like the only person who I can fight.
That's a real friend. I watched the fight. He's like,
no, I'm gonna say I want to go. I'm like, we've come all this way. You've been trained. We're fighting.
So I'm like, yeah, all right. Then and the next minute he's like, I'm really nervous now.
I can just imagine you detoxing it off.
The first round, I was like, what am I doing? The second round, I want to quit. And only for Remy's gone, last 10 lads, and then I hooked him. And then I just hooked him, and that was it. It was
over. It's a different fitness, so when you're getting punched and you're scrapping, the lactic acid or the knackeredness that you get is totally different to like
it kills you, doesn't it? Yeah, especially when I started my career. So all my fights, I've never really trained properly for them. I trained for Scott McHugh, world champion, and I trained for Robbie Brown, who's a good fighter as well. Any other fight, I just ate takeaways, smoked, and then just got in the ring. So this time round, this Tommy Hench fight, I'm taking it serious. I've been training every day, training all the time. I see him, he's gaming, doing all his stuff.
You're gaining quite a lot as well, aren't you? Like I've seen a couple of probably a couple of fights ago, you did a promo vid where you're a big guy. I can't remember who it was.
I don't care what weight you are, but I'm coming. You know what I mean?
That's it.
I feel it as well.
I'm feeling it. That's it. I think I'm the most powerful I've ever been. I'm the most vicious I've ever been, and I really am on that path now.
Impregnable.
Trust me, I'm feeling that. And like with the path I'm on right now, like I've been beaten many times. You know what I mean? I won 10 fights. I've been beaten a lot, but the way if I lose, it doesn't defeat me as a person.
It makes you stronger.
It does. Right, we're going to have to cut that one here and we're going to come straight back after the break. So that's it. We're Boars Build the Nation. Are back for part 2.
We are part 2.
Season 4, episode 10.
Let's just get
and if you want to send your music and get in touch and be a part of the show and come down for interviews like my man Flash here, you get in touch on Instagram or send your music to RhymeRepublic at BoltonFM.com.
Let's fucking
.com. He went very fast then. Normally drag that .com part out. That was a .com. .com. Fast.
Yeah.
So we're back in. We've actually got we've got Kawasaki, I Pray. I love what you've done with this.
Yeah, can I just go into this a tiny little bit for a second? So when obviously we went to go and big up Prime giving us the tickets to go and watch his dad.
Of course.
But when we went to go and watch KO,
you step shouting.
Anyway, but
with Tommy, if you know about
to what we're here
part 2 of the interview with Flash. Boom. The fighter, the man, the legend, the myth.
So did your team reach out to Hench's team?
So I'm independent. I am. So I haven't really got I've got a team of mates who are fighters who we work fight together. They're my team. They're my boys.
I
don't have a team who I work with with the fighting financially. I'm the guy I'm my own manager really. I sort everything out. And with Tommy, if you know about so a lot of people
know me for the Bash fight. I fought Bash in his back garden. Long story short, a guy called Bash Fakori, famous no rules fighter. He called me out, wanted me to fight him. We were meant to be fighting on a show, both making some money. Tommy Hench has gone and robbed that fight. It's back in December now. Tommy Hench has gone, robbed that fight off me. Rung Bash, said, I'm fighting you now, and I'll pay you more money whatsoever. So Bash has rung me and said, listen, come to my house this weekend, which was in Hastings. I'm from Chester. It was 5-6 hours away. He said, come to my house this weekend, we'll sort it out. He's got hundreds of thousands, millions of views. He's got hundreds of thousands of followers. So I thought, I need to go down, you know what I mean? I was frightened, I was scared. But when you're frightened and scared,
fire in it.
Yeah,
that's how you switch on, though. That's how you know you switch on. If you're not scared, then you're going to get battered.
Definitely, fight or flight, and it's how you channel it. So I've got to fight it every time. And when I'm scared, I'm the best of my ability. When I started fighting, it took me 4 losses. I've lost my first one, lost my second, lost my third, lost my fourth, and that was because I was too naive to the fact that I'm going to get hurt or I'm going to lose. And I was just thought, I'm too good, I'm better than these. I lost 4 fights, and then I won my 5th first round knockout, won my 6th first round knockout, and it changed my life, man. And now I can lose, I can win. But like I said about Dyson before, the way he handles losses, he'll turn up the next day and fight again, and he'll win. And the losses do not matter, because when you're winning, you're shining.
The thing is, bro, when you're humble, nothing phases you, bro. You'll learn from it.
I watched him do some. I'm a top fan on Facebook, apparently. I watched him a bit ago, and he was saying about how he was getting laughed at because he was losing all his fights and stuff, and then you're looking and he's got all these belts and stuff.
The people who are doing the best get the most hate, like myself. A lot of people, when we're doing good, you get loads of hate.
Why would you hate on someone who's not doing well? That'd be stupid. Haters got to do the right thing.
So, a lot of people, I get haters for my persona that I play, you know what I mean? So this is the real me that you're getting. This is Jack Harris. This is the real me. When you see flash on the camera, when I'm giving everyone a shit, that's what gets me all the views. That's what gets seats on bums. That's what gets tickets gone, you know what I mean? I sell every fight to the best I can. Like this Tommy fight, I've been selling this. I went to his hometown with his belt. He didn't do nothing. Went there, and I'll be real, I like Tommy Hench. I think he's a nice guy. But we're going back to that Bash situation. He robbed that fight from me, and then he actually done a video about me because I beat Bash. I beat him in 5 seconds, knocked him out in his back garden, bare knuckle.
Nice.
It was a no-rules fight, but I said I'm not doing anything other than throwing hands. He was doing all sorts.
We'll have to see if we can clip that bit and put it on the socials for, like, we just clip that 5 seconds, put it on socials over this bit.
Definitely, man, definitely. But then Tommy robbed my fight with Bash, so I had to go down Bash, beat him, and then Tommy done a video about me, calling me a vulture, a weasel, all this, and I actually used to look up to Tommy in a way. I used to watch him fight, think, yo, he's the man, you know what I mean? And now he's doing videos about me. I thought, let's fucking fight him, you know what I mean? I'm not bothered, sorry, that he's a heavyweight. I fought world champions, I fought way better people. I fought Ben Hatchett, I fought Robbie Brown, Scott McHugh, the Praying Mantis. I fought like many people, man. 27 fights. Tommy Hench, he's 43. He's overweight, you know what I mean? And I feel like me, I'm young in my prime. I'm ready for it, man. You know what I mean? And nothing's beating me right now.
He's coming off the slope, and
he's coming off a good slope. But I'm coming up. I'm coming up. And when I beat him, it's life changing. You know what I mean? It is life changing.
Well, that's it. Hopefully that the work that them men have put in, because his biggest payment is probably that Misfits.
His biggest payday was Ty Mitchell knocking him out.
Just make sure you remember when you beat him.
Hopefully that pathway is for the likes of you, man.
Hopefully I get on Misfits, BKFC Misfits.
Exactly, earlier before as much as Tommy is, he definitely deserved the Misfits before he got one.
Definitely,
he deserved it before he got one.
Do you know, Flash, I rate that, bro, right? Because in your field, you know, with like fighting, I'm no different when it comes to clashes and stuff like that. I know who you are, but now I'm going to make you know who I am.
You're going to put your foot in it, straight through the door.
Don't forget though, when you knock him out, where the most professional studio you went to was.
I'm actually fighting him on my friend Lord Horse's show. I'm fighting him on there, and it's in 2 days. And trust me on this when I say this, Tommy Hench, he does not know what's coming to him. You know what I mean? I'm in my prime. I'm the best I feel. I'm the most powerful I feel. I'm the fastest I feel. And the maddest thing is, he wants 12-ounce gloves. I asked him for a 4-ounce glove fight. He's saying he wants 12-ounce gloves. So So, message to Tommy, why do you want to fight me in 12s? You've watched some training videos, are you scared of the speed or what?
Yeah.
2 days, I'm coming at you. And you didn't think you was ever going to fight me, He didn't want to fight me, turned it down at first, but then we made it right and we backed him in the corner, and now he wants to fight us, you know what I mean? And it's all respect, I like him, but I'm coming out with this with my hand raised, you know what I mean? My hand raised and my head held high, because this is the end of him, you know what I mean? And it's all respect out of the ring, but for this fight, nothing's beating me, you know what I mean? I'm training hard.
This is the sauciest episode we've had so far.
That's it,
we've had some pretty saucy ones.
You say we're gaming and stuff, he's getting his high scores on games,
he's looking past me, he thinks I'm some young skinny guy, he thinks I've not got, he's seen my losses, he's come and watched one of my fights before, I lost in the first round, he watched me, the worst version of me get beat.
Show him what a skinny lad can do.
Let's just say this, right? So it's like one of those kind of like copyright it's a disclaimer.
No, you know what?
A disclaimer again. So it's like, Tommy, we're not a sporting like show. We're a rap show. Flash is a rapper.
Yeah.
So that's why we have Flash in. So it's not like it's a one-sided. Obviously, we're backing our boy because he's a rapper and this is a rap show. So it's not a disclaimer like as in we're just out here horsing against you.
Have you heard him? He's terrible.
Can he rap? I've never heard him rap.
He can't rap.
I've never heard him rap.
Right, when people think they're gods that challenge imprisoned titans, what happens when them titans break loose and gods can't control them?
They don't know what to do next, you know what I mean? They don't know what next.
He was imprisoned for a reason.
I love Dean's analogies.
Man, that's it. I'm coming out in full force.
Dean comes out with an analogy and he's like, Tommy could take that analogy and be like, all right, Dean, I'm coming at you now.
We'll have a rap battle, trust me.
Oh, you don't want to war with me, but...
I'm going to go out with full confidence, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a big one.
What do you do when you pick your entrance music? Like, do you do your own music or?
Yeah. So I did walk out to my songs, but I realised my music, it doesn't pump me up enough. I need songs like 50 Cent, Many Men. I need like Eminem. I need Stormzy, way too big for your boots. Tuesday.
Do you remember that tune? Remember that tune on Fight Night Round 3 by Akon? I know you like my swag.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah. Fight Night Champion was that?
Fight Night Round 3.
Oh, Round 3. Yeah. Sick. They're the games. They are the sickest games ever.
Yeah.
They've not had a boxing game, a proper one, since Fight Night Champion. Not a good one, you know what I mean?
Have you played that Undisputed?
Yeah, terrible, man. Rubbish, man.
Champion was probably the last decent one.
It was. And then EA have been doing UFC games now.
Do you remember the Rocky Balboa game?
Yeah.
Sick. That was
sick game.
I don't remember that.
Rocky's a big inspiration for me, man. Rocky's bit. I used to watch that when it was free. 4, I used to be obsessed, man. And this is actually like a Rocky story this weekend. I'm fighting the big Russian. So Tommy is like the big Russian to me, you know what I mean? But I've seen his losses. He's not a machine, you know what I mean? He's not a machine. That's what they say in the film.
Well, I said Dean's a machine. His tank's going to be done. His tank's going to be done if he's not paying attention and stuff. His tank is going to be done.
Yeah,
and if he's used to fighting everywhere, he's not used to the speed that Flash is going to come with.
Trust me, I'm too fast. I'm the small target. I'm going to be out of the way. You know what I mean? I'm going to be giving it him.
Accuracy and speed equals power.
It does. And I think speed beats power altogether. You know what I mean? He's going to be swinging. He's pretty basic when it comes to boxing. Big swings, overhand swings. I'm going to be out the way, you know what I mean? He ain't landed on me. Why do you think I'm called Flash? You know what I mean? I've got the name for a reason, man.
Conor McGregor keeps on. Conor McGregor for like the third or fourth time has been checking us out.
Yeah.
Keeps an eye on us for some strange reason.
Salute to you, Mr. McGregor, sir.
That's it. So Conor, if you happen to see this, you need to get in touch with Flash, man.
Yeah.
Get on that BKFC, bro.
Sick, BKFC, Misfits, any of them, man. You know what I mean? I might not be world champion caliber, so they're probably the ones I'm aiming for, you know what I mean?
Speaking of all that BK stuff, that bare knuckle fighter, I can't think of his head right now off the top of my head, he was a champion that McGregor fought Anthony Taylor on the Misfits. Got beaten. No,
Mike Perry.
Yeah, Mike Perry. He didn't fight. Did he fight him on the Misfits?
No, he fought Jake Paul. He did.
So the difference between boxing and MMA, obviously, like it's a lot more
big difference.
Yeah, something like solo graphical sort of thing. Like
There's also a difference between bare knuckle and the boxing. So when it comes to boxing skills, I'm not an amazing boxer. And even though I'm going to beat Tommy Hench this weekend, I'm not the best, most skilled boxer. But when the gloves come off, I damage to my opponents. I split faces open, break faces. I take their soul, you know what I mean? And it's,
that's right, bro. You got to train differently. Even Brock Lesnar says it, family. He goes, I've done UFC, I'm wrestling. And I'm telling you now, when you get thrown around on wrestling as opposed to training different, your breathing's different and everything.
People lie on your
breathing and everything.
I've been training with facts, bro.
Knuckles down, innit?
Yeah, knuckles down. I've been training with army vests that squash my chest when I'm running, all sorts of stuff. So I'm ready for this Tommy fight. He chose 4 rounds, he chose 12-ounce gloves. So if it comes to it and he doesn't want to fight me in 4-ounce or 10-ounce, then we'll have to do it. And I'm still going to smoke him.
How do people get the tickets?
Tickets are online. So my friend Lord Horse's show, it's like I think it's nearly full, but you can get the tickets online. I can show you after this thing. I can show you the name.
We'll try
We'll share it for you as well.
Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Do you know if there's any like pay-per-view or anything for it?
I think there might be, but I'm not 100% yet. I think on the day. Yeah. 2 days we're out, so not tomorrow, but the next day. And it feels like Christmas is coming early. Yeah. This is my red panty night, like they say with Conor McGregor. Red panty night, the biggest unlicensed fight. I'd say Luke Dyson's the biggest unlicensed fight. Tommy Hench, I would never fight him, but then Tommy Hench, he is like the biggest apart from him. So once I beat him, like I could even retire and just carry on with my music career. You know what I mean? Because instead of getting punched in the face, like I don't do it for money. I've never done it for money. I get nice checks for the fighting, and I love that. I love getting paid for something that you'd get arrested for doing on the street. I would have got done for in the past. So I love the fact that you can hurt someone. I don't like hurting people, by the way. I don't really like it. But
unless it's controlled.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't really like. I feel bad for them every time I fight someone. I feel bad, but before I've hurt them, there's no feeling bad.
No, you've got one of those jobs. You're paid to punch someone's head.
That's it. When you know they could beat you and they could, I don't know, they could break my jaw, break my nose. I'm coming for the kill every time.
There was one fight. There was blood, and I didn't know where the blood came from. And I just seen the blood
like a shark, man. I just don't stop coming.
I was the opposite. I was like,
nearly fainted, nearly lost.
I switched to another gear, don't you?
I remember the first fight I did a white collar, and all the way through, like I used to do martial arts and stuff. I've done all sorts of different martial arts, and I wanted to get into MMA, and I thought I can do my feet, I can do a little bit of grappling, not Brazilian, but I want to be able to punch. So I got into boxing, ended up doing the white collar, and then didn't look back from
That's
boxing.
Why you start off. I wouldn't like to do MMA because you'll get some Brazilian who's been doing wrestling his whole life, and you'll get you who's been doing boxing his whole life. You could just wrestle so I'll never be doing MMA.
I used to like MMA when it was like you'd get a kung fu person trying to out-kick a taekwondo guy, or the judo guy trying to out-grapple a jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah, it's not happening, is it?
Did you not see what we just had on the weekend? The weekend was
man, big up Cam's action, man.
Amazing.
Yeah, but it's controversial on whether that was a
lot of people would call it boring, but I think if you can control that someone for that long, 25 minutes, people questioning his cardio, you know what I mean? And it's just, let me just say, Moses Atoma, if that's how you say his name, if that's how you say his name, when he beat Dylan White. Listen, when I fight Tommy Hench, I feel like that's exactly how it's gonna go. Old school versus new school. You're gonna have old fat old man versus young guy in his prime.
That's
it. You're gonna have to close it out now, Flash. Hit your socials. We've got 30 seconds left, bro. So hit it up. The floor is yours. 30 seconds.
I've got loads of new music coming out. We're gonna be on Spotify and all platforms. All my music with TMTV. Big up Tom on the camera. We got all my music. My name's Flash, and there's some big things coming. I've got all sorts. I've got a documentary on its way. It's gonna be out in December.
Get following.
But get following. We've got many fights and loads of music. Let's go.
That's it for this week, bro. Good luck with the fight.
Good luck. Thank you. We're not just a fight. We got many more.
That's it. That's it for this week. Where bars build the nation.
Let's go.